Hello, I'm Linda Austin. Thank you for joining us for the Essence message for the week of September 16th, 2012. I am the light. The light is surrounding me. The light is transforming me. The light is protecting me. Divine love is flowing around and through me, solving and dissolving all situations for the good of all. A higher power is in charge of my life, and only good can come through me. My mind is open, my heart is receptive, and miracles are happening right now. I consciously choose to raise my vibration to a place of truth and light. Yes. Well, you know, the channel has had quite the week, as you may intimate from what she has said and what she has not said in her writings today. And yet, at the end of all of it, she is feeling freer, she is feeling more focused, she is feeling more centered, etc., etc., etc. And why is that? Because she, like so many of you, is coming to the end of this clearing process. When she talks about the clutter, you must all see that as a code word representing not only the external clutter around her, the external cargo that she holds on to or carries that has no value to her, but the internal clutter. And that is what many of you are dealing with at the present time. Many of you are going through experiences that are bringing up past events, not necessarily the event itself, but feelings that you have experienced in the past that were not necessarily pleasant. And this is the opportunity. It's very akin to, you know, walking through the house in the dark at the middle of the night and stubbing your toe on something that you forgot was there. All of these old feelings, these old uncomfortable feelings, in her case, guilt, shame, feeling small, feeling less than, feeling scared, all of those old feelings need to be brought out into the light of day and tossed. Because as long as they are in there internally, tucked away in the dark corners, one of these days you're going to stub your toe on it and it's going to really hurt. So you are now in a place where you can bump into that, ow, 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 and recognize what it is and throw it away. You don't need it anymore. The self-doubt, the descriptions you carry of yourselves as being less than, or the way you believe that you are cowardly. We will say this to you: many more of you are afraid of being afraid than are actually afraid. Your greatest fear is that you're cowards. Those of you who are not experiencing their greatest fear as being that they're powerful. And so what you need to hear us say is that you are who you define yourself to be. And it is time to look at those old self-definitions that you have created, perhaps when you were children, and you have accepted that as the label you gave yourself or the box that you put yourself into. And it does not compute anymore. It is not legitimate. Most of you are not afraid. You simply believe that you're afraid. It's a carryover. And so this is the opportunity now at the end of September. We have talked about the equinox in the past. Balance, equal balance. Light and dark in equal amounts. This is time to look at yourself from a balanced perspective. What is the good I see in me? What is the not so good that I see in me? And how much of this on the not so good side is really old garbage that I've carried for so long. You know, if you take something and set it in your room and you ignore it, eventually you don't see it any longer. It doesn't exist. It just becomes part of what's there. And you do not identify it as, oh, that shouldn't be here. You need to look at what are those pieces in your life that have been there for so long that you just accept them as part of the territory. One of them is your own belief in how powerful you can or cannot be. Another is your own belief in whether you are a coward or a hero. There's not that much difference, you know. A hero is simply a coward who works beyond it. And so it's about looking at how have you defined yourself, and does that really fit? It's like digging clothes out of the closet and trying them on and realizing they don't fit anymore. My body has changed. It's time to let go of those old self-definitions. And what we want to say to you is that it is about balance. It is about balance. All of those things that you have believed over here on the dark side have overweighed what's on the light side. You need to realize for everything you let go of as a fault or a flaw in yourself, there is an equal quality to be uncovered on the opposite side. None of you are perfect, but none of you are as desperately imperfect as you tend to believe you are. This is about freeing yourself from your preconceived ideas, from your assumptions about yourself. And in order to do that, you're going to bump your toe on a lot of stuff that's been in the dark for a long time. Notice it, recognize it, release it, and celebrate. Because what you are doing is clearing that space to fill it up with joy, with intention, with promise, with vision. The channel said, you know, that she no longer needs a map because she has a vision. That's what you are being called to accept and understand. Because, has been said here earlier this morning, it's ridiculous to have a map because the world, your world, the energy is moving so fast that any map you have is fallible. Those of you who have your GPS and your guides to help you electronically get to where you want to go, realize that they are not infallible because the roads are changing. New roads are being made. Old roads are disappearing. Any map that you have for your own future, I'm going to do this and this and this and this, and then I'm going to achieve that. You might as well roll it up and toss it out into the recycle because it is not going to apply anymore. The energy is shifting and changing. You are moving into a period where you are manifesting in your life faster than you can draw a map. It's not about getting it right. It's about getting right to it. Your lives are about discovery. There is a quote, you know, the channel read once that said, you do not live your life, you discover it. And that is true. You are all in the process of discovering things about yourselves that you had forgotten. You're going down through layers of old beliefs and old assumptions and old experiences. But beyond that, you're getting back to the place where you understand that you are unbelievably powerful. And when you stand in that knowing, that part of your truth, you can create a vision, and the vision creates the path. The vision sets one stepping stone in front of you after another. It's always stepping into the next place, knowing that it may not take you where you thought you were headed, but it will always take you where you are meant to be going. Don't look for the objective. Trust the path. How many times have you heard, it's not about the destination, it's the journey? There is such truth in that. Because there is no destination. There is just the journey. And if you are afraid to start on the journey because you're afraid you won't reach your destination, then you will never, ever, ever discover anything about your life, and you will never get anywhere at all. It's one step at a time, and each step is a gift. Create the vision of who you want to be, and allow that vision to put the next step in front of you and the next step. And you will find that the more you let go of, the more room there is for the universe to come in and provide you with what it is you need to support you on this path, to support your vision, to give you clarity around it, to celebrate it. Each step is like a new vision. Each step is in itself a destination. Don't get caught up in where you need to get to. Take the next step and the next step and the next step, and your world gets bigger, and all the fear falls away, and all the doubt falls away, and all the insecurity falls away as you begin to realize, all I need to do is trust my own vision. I have no clue where the destination is, because there is none. You are at the destination. You are where you are meant to be. It's about exploring from this place. It's creating new worlds, new visions. It's moving forward, following your joy, so that the path is joyful, the vision is joyful. And that's the energy that you engage in, and that's the energy you create with, and that's the energy you use to contribute to the world. The next few weeks are going to be extremely interesting. High highs, some low lows. But ask for the help, ask for the support, and know that the low lows are just simply going to bounce you to a higher high. It's all moving in exactly the way it should, and it's all moving you into your own vision. So check it out. What is your vision? What are you seeing for yourself? What are you believing is possible for you? Because whatever it is, that's where you're headed. So be sure that you are holding a vision of who you want to be in the most joyful, joyous, powerful moment. And we will be there to support that. Yes, we will close.